Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Concept Learning. This is Rasagna. So at present we are dealing with double integrals, right? Yes. So this will be the last class based on double integrals, and from the next class we are going to jump into triple integrals, okay? So in the last class of double integrals, what are we going to do? We are going to deal with the topic areas. How to find the area of a given part using double integrals, okay? So now in finding this area also we have two things, that is finding area in Cartesian plane in Cartesian coordinates, and also finding the area in polar coordinates. Okay, this will not be so difficult. These will be the sums as same as we did earlier, sums based on double integrals. These will be also the same, nothing much different. Okay, so we are going to do one each. That is, we are going to do one problem on polar coordinates and one problem on Cartesian coordinates. Okay. So the first problem will be based on Cartesian coordinates. So let's look into the sum. Okay. So let us look into the first sum. That is this. Find the area of the plate in the form of a quadrant of this ellipse. Okay. So what's the first thing that we have to do? We have to draw the diagram. So we'll be drawing the diagram of an ellipse. This is y-axis and this long one is x-axis, right? So I'll be drawing an ellipse now. Okay, yes, it's not perfect ellipse. Yes. Further, he have given you this equation, right? X square by a square plus y square by b square. You already know that that's the standard form of a ellipse. So a square, 2a will be the major axis and 2b will be the minor axis. So you have to draw the ellipse in the same manner. Okay. So this is the ellipse. So from here to here the total distance would be 2a, right? The total distance would be 2a. So this part would be a, right? So this is 0, 0 and this will be a, 0, right? Yes. So now he asked you to find the area of the plate in the form of a quadrant. Form of a quadrant, right? So you need only single quadrant. So I'll find it over here, okay? Yes. So now what is the area of any plane surface that you can see it before the examples? So the area of a plane surface according to the double integrals, if we are going to find out, it is double integral of dx dy. Okay, double integral of dx dy. You can check it out. You can check the formula. Okay. Yes. So it is a double integral of dx dy. So now you have to put the limits. How do you put the limits? That is the same as you are going to do in the previous double integral sums. Okay, I am going to take a strip, and according to the strip, okay, how is this varying with respect to the x-axis from 0 to a? So x is equals to 0 to a. Okay, so with respect to y-axis, the points. Okay, these are the points. So it is varying on the curve. The points are varying on the curve. Yes. So the limits would be from 0 to you have to find it over here. Y square by b square is equals to 1 minus x square by a square, right? Yes. So y square, okay. So y by b is equals to root of 1 minus x square by a square. So y is equals to b into root of b into root of a square minus x square by a. Okay, after the calculation. So that will be the limit there. Y is equals to 0 to y is equals to b by a into root of a square minus x square. Okay, that is the limit. Done. So now you have to completely solve the problem as it is, as you have did before. Okay. So how do you do it? Integral of 0 to a. First we are going to do it with respect to dy. Okay. Dx. Okay. Dx integral of 0 to b by a into root of a square minus x square into dy. Okay. That is it. So now what would be this integration? This implies 0 to a dx into y 0 to b by a root of a square minus x square. Okay. Yes. So now I am going to erase this diagram. Yes. So this will imply integral of 0 to a dx into b by a into root of a square minus x square. Okay, done? Is it clear? Yes. So b by a into integral of 0 to a root of a square minus x square dx. Done? Okay. So for the final answer, you can integrate this. Okay. So b by a into, you know what is the value of integration of root of a square minus x square into dx, right? So you can calculate that, okay? You can calculate that, and but that's your job to calculate the whole value, and finally the value you must get is pi ab by, okay? That is the answer you must get, okay? Pi ab by 4. You all know the formula of integral of root of a square minus x square. You have a formula that you have studied it in intermediate second year integrations, right? So apply that formula and finally you will get this answer after applying the limits. Okay, done. So that is how you find the area in a Cartesian plane. So you have to remember the only formula, this one, and all the remaining process is the same that you have did before. Okay, nothing is different from that. So this is the formula that you must remember. The area on any plane surface is double integral of dx dy. Got it? Clear? Yes. So now let's move into the next step, that is polar coordinates. Okay, so now let us look into the second sum that is based on polar coordinates. Okay, so what is it? Calculate the area included between the curve r equals to a of secant theta plus cos theta and its asymptote. So have you heard this word before? Yes, you might have heard it in your intermediate second year, right? So what is an asymptote? Do you remember it? If you have not, I'll just recall it to you. Okay, an asymptote. I have to give you an example. If there is a curve like, if there is a curve something like this. Okay, so if this is the curve, then how do you draw the asymptote of this curve? Now, asymptote of this curve would be like this. Something like this. Okay, so how do you define it? The asymptote of a curve is a line where where this curve meets this line at infinity. Have you got it? So asymptote is another line or a curve where it meets the given curve at infinity. Okay, it will meet it somewhere around in the infinity. Okay, so that is the meaning of an asymptote. Have you got it? Yes. So now we have to find the area between the given curve and its asymptote. Okay. Yes. So in polar coordinates, how do you draw the graph? First you have to take a initial line, right? Yes. So this is the initial line and the curve is r equals to a of secant theta plus cos theta. How will that curve be? That curve will be like this. Okay. Yes. This curve would be like this. And its asymptote will be like this. Okay. Its asymptote is something like this. Okay, have you got it? Now you have to find the area between this and its between this curve and its asymptote. Have you got it? Yes. So this is the curve r equals to a of secant theta plus cos theta, and the asymptote of this curve is r equals to a secant theta. Okay. The asymptote of this curve is r equals to a secant theta. I will write it more clear if you are not able to see it. A secant theta. Okay, have you got it? So you may ask me, how did you know that the asymptote is this? You have to find it. Actually, finding an asymptote is a very big process. And to solve this problem, you need not have to show the complete procedure of how to find the asymptote of this curve. Okay, you can easily by heart that, because finding the asymptote is a very big process. You know, it's very big process. If you want, you can check in some of the other geometry books. Okay, but in the problem that you are doing right now, there is no need of solving how to find the asymptote of this curve. Okay, you can simply write that the asymptote of this given curve is r equals to a secant theta. Remember it. Okay, yes, so that is the asymptote. And now the formula for finding the area for polar coordinates, what is it? It is double integral of r dr d theta. Okay, double integral of r dr d theta, and you have to find the limits now. Yes, yes. So how do you do it? So finding the limits for a polar coordinates, I have not told it much clearly in my previous class, but now I will tell it to you. You have to take some point P, initial point. This I have told you, and you have to join it from some reference point to here. Okay, you have to draw it, and now this makes some angle theta over here, right? Yes, so this makes some angle theta over here. And how is this passing from this line to this curve, right? So what is this line? R equals to a secant theta, right? So the limits will be from r equals to a secant theta. I will write it much clear. R is equals to a secant theta to, what is this curve? R is equals to a of secant theta plus cos theta. Okay, secant theta plus cos theta. And what is theta? Theta is from here to here, right? Yes. So what is this angle? 90 degrees. Am I right? That angle is 90 degrees. So from 0 to pi by 2. Okay, from 0 to pi by 2 theta is. Okay, now you have to solve this problem as ever. Okay, you have to solve it as ever. A is equals to integral of 0 to pi by 2 d what I have to do, dr. First you have to do it with respect to d theta. D theta or dr, you have to do it with respect to dr, right? First, yes. So with respect to dr, integral of r dr, and a is equals to secant theta to a is equals to secant theta plus cos theta. Okay, yes. So now I'll erase this diagram as you have already seen it. And now this will become in area is equals to integral of 0 to pi by 2 d theta. Integration of r is r square by 2, right? So r square by 2 into a secant theta to a of secant theta plus cos theta. Am I right? Yes. So now solving it further, a equals to integral of 0 to pi by 2 d theta into 1 by 2. It is a constant, so I am bringing it out, bringing 1 by 2 outside. And this will become a square into secant theta plus cos theta whole square minus a square secant square theta, right? Yes. So this will become area is equals to 1 by 2 integral of 0 to pi by 2 d theta into, if you take a square as common, okay, this would become secant square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 secant theta cos theta minus a square minus secant square theta. Okay, so these two will be cancelled, and this value is 1, right? The value of this is 1. Yes, secant theta into cos theta is 1, right? Yes. So now I am going to erase this. Okay, so this would give me a is equals to a square by 2 into integral of 0 to pi by 2 cos square theta plus 2. The remaining term is cos square theta plus 2, right? So cos square theta plus 2. Am I right? So after this you have to integrate this term, okay? Integrating this is your, okay, d theta. I forgot to put this d theta. So integrating this is your job, right? You have did it also in the earlier sum also I left it, and you have to do it, and even this one you have to do it, integrate it, and the final answer that you have to get is, I am writing the answer only for you to check it, okay? So the answer is 5 pi a square by 4, okay? Only for you to check this answer, okay? So this is the final answer that you will be getting. You know how to integrate integral of cos square theta and 2 theta. That is a very easy one. You don't have to use much formulas. You have to use only for this, I think. You can do it without using also, because you know integral of cos square theta is equals to cos square theta is equals to 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2, right? So you can use it and complete the integration, and the final answer you have to get it this, okay? So you can try it, okay, later. Yes, so that is it for today, okay? We have completed areas, and by this class we have completed double integrals also, and in the next class we are going to look at triple integrals, okay? Have you got it? Yes. So do not forget to like and share the video. Also subscribe to the channel. So if you have not watched the previous videos of mine, you can quickly check in the description box below, and you will get all the links of the previous videos, okay? So if any of your friends are facing any problem to get into on this topics, then you can refer them to this channel, and they can also get help from this channel, okay? So thank you for now. Stay safe amidst this COVID-19, okay? So thank you for now. Meet you in my next class. Bye bye.